Anna friends. Happy, what's today? Wednesday. Nope, Thursday. We had church last night. It's not Wednesday. Get with it, KJ. Good morning. If you're watching live, say hey. I am gonna, so yesterday, if you watched live, I made some jellies and said that I was gonna dip them in the afternoon. I did not dip them in the afternoon. I got busy on my computer and totally forgot. So here we are. We're gonna dip some chocolates today. We're gonna do some dipping. Hey Anita. Hey Pam. How's Merritt doing? How are you doing? Right, Kayla? Chocolate? Okay. I'm gonna use Aldi's dark chocolate because it's delicious. Hey Bonnie. Hey Hannah. I'm gonna put a touch of coconut oil in this because the coconut oil, when it firms back up, will make a nice crisp, shiny, pretty coating. And it helps the chocolate melt without seizing. A chocolate cream pie. Oh, I'm sure All Day I Dream About Food has one. I'm sure she does. I'm sure of it. All right. 30 seconds at a time in the microwave. I'm going to get out my strainer and this thingamajigger. Hey, Meredith. Oh, I'm so glad. What's me about it? Meredith? I'm not going to give my little rant. Maybe I will, but I shouldn't. I'm not going to give my little antibiotic rant. Girls. That's awesome, Pam. Remember, if your chocolate seizes, if you over microwave it, it can seize. So the best way to avoid that is to microwave at 30 seconds each. Okay, this is the leftover orange that I didn't get a chance to remelt and put into molds yesterday. But I need this bowl, so now I gotta take it out. Yes, I'm using my hands. 30 seconds at a time. No, I'm not anti-antibiotic. You never not finish a round of antibiotics. If you're on antibiotics, you have to finish the round. And if you start feeling better and say, oh, I don't need the rest of these antibiotics, I'm just gonna put the rest in my cabinet. That is how things like MRSA develop. That is where MRSA, resistant infections, come from. And then when you start taking an antibiotic that's been in your cupboard, you're not getting a whole round. So that's where more resistant infections come from. You have to finish your antibiotics and you have to do a whole round. There's a reason it's 10 days or 5 days or whatever. I have a whole, yes. If you don't finish the round, that is where MRSA came from, girl. That is where staph resistant, antibiotic resistant staph infections come from. They're meant for fish. You're taking fish antibiotics. This conversation is very bizarre. Fish antibiotics. Okay, well, maybe that's different. But I've had family before that will like get a round of Zithromax or azithromycin or amoxicillin, take 5, feel better, put the rest in their cabinet for another time, and that's where MRSA comes from. I ain't touching you, Meredith. Just silently. All right, so here's what we're doing. We've melted the chocolate 30 seconds at a time. There's still a couple of chunks in there, but we just want to mix it because if I, at this point, as melted as this is, if I were to put that back in the microwave, it would probably seize up. If you seize your chocolate, you'll know it because it'll turn hard, almost like frosting, and it'll separate into oils and solids. If that happens to you, one of the things that you can do to unseize it is to get out a pot and boil some water and put 1 tablespoon of boiling water in here at a time. Just 1 tablespoon, and stir it really, really well. And you might be able to unseize your chocolate. All right, I've never done it this way. All right. Oh, I gotta get my chocolates, my jellies. So these are jellies. They've been in the freezer since yesterday, so they're seriously solid. So they shouldn't melt when I dip them in my chocolate. So let's see. I think I'll use this to dip. I think I'll try this. I am absolutely terrible, you guys, at dipping chocolates. And when I say terrible, I mean terrible. Making chocolates look pretty is not my strength. Okay, these are the jellies. They're frozen. I'm only going to do a few at a time because that chocolate's warm and it's going to quickly melt my jelly. So I'll do like 4 at a time. People like put the stick in it and try to coat it and make it look all pretty. Just seriously not my strength. Oh, look, they're all sticking together. Okay, don't do more than 1 at a time. They'll stick together. That doesn't work. Don't want to do that. Okay, that didn't work. The chocolate is like, I guess I'm going to have to do them like this and not put them in there. I told you. I told you I'm not good with this. I'm good with that. Okay, I was going to try to like strain them in there. That's not going to work because they're just all sticking together. I'm so bad at dipping chocolates, you guys. My chocolates, my hair is falling out like nobody's business. My chocolates are never super attractive. Never. I have a question for you guys. I've been talking the last couple of days about how things on my page are struggling. It used to be I would post a giveaway, 1,000 people would register for a giveaway. Now, maybe 50. I used to post an ad, thousands of people would see it. Now, maybe 20. They do look like raccoon doo-doos. I'm telling you, I'm not good at this. This is not my life skill. Dipping chocolates is not my greatest skill. No, I'm not good at it. So my question for you guys, it used to get, 100 people would join for Breakfast Live. Now 20 to 30, which is, I'm so grateful for every single one of you. But my question is, as the new year comes and I start to think about business and changes and improvements and all that stuff, do I need to change the time? I love doing devotions at 8 and breakfast after. However, viewership is in the gutter. Do I need to change back to getting up early in the morning and doing devotions at 7 and breakfast immediately following? What is your opinion on that? Those of you who regularly join, what is your opinion on that? Oh my gosh, I am so bad at this. Look how terrible these look. I don't care that much because they're going to taste delightful. But anyway, tell me in the comments what your opinion is. I don't think I have any little tongs. That's like, do I? A fork or something. Maybe a little poker thingy. But my things are frozen. Oh, I do have a little tongs right here. Oh, I got this chocolate dipping tool. Who knew I had the supplies? Who knew I already had the supplies that I needed to do what needed to be done? You all did, because I've bought all these things since I've been with you. Oh. Oh. We're losing jellies, people. We're losing jellies. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh my goodness, these are seriously frozen. They've been in my deep freezer for more than 24 hours. Those ones are going to go in the trash. Let's see. Nope, won't stick in there, but I can use it to pull it out and maybe it will make less of a mess this way. No, I can't even get a hold of it. I am terrible at this. All right, that one doesn't look as bad. We'll do it this way. They're all sticking together. Some chocolatier in New York City is going, what is she doing? She's so terrible at this. Don't hire her if she applies. No doubt. No, that one's melting. Some of these are melting. I think these are going to be delicious. Hideous, but delicious. You like what you're doing now. You like the times now. When I was doing 7 a.m., I would have 60 people on devotions. And I would have 100 people a lot of mornings live cooking. But lately, and a lot of that is Facebook algorithms. They mess with people. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do to get my content out there and growing, because that is a goal as a business owner, right? Is to continue to grow. That one is pathetic. The chocolate is like hardening the second that this hits these. Look how, I mean, come on, professional. Okay, professional. That might work. Meredith, what if I did it right in here? What if I did it here? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's sit them neatly here. What is that? That's your old piece. It's now all over my face. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is most people have gone to work by this time of the morning. And that's what's happening. All right, let's pour the chocolate over and see what happens. Let's try it that way. I'm willing to, oh, there's not much chocolate left. Oh, but the bottom isn't going to get coated. What did I think? I didn't think, I ain't even good enough to do 3. I've used up all my chocolate. Okay, that didn't work either. Now I just have, I'd have to flip them over and they're going to have, oh my word. They look prettier on the top, but they're not completely covered because I ran out of chocolate. Oh my word. Look at that one. That one looks like a dinosaur. I'm so terrible at this stuff. This is why I just eat Russell Stover's as a personal choice once in a while. Now there's chocolate all over the paper towels and it looks like somebody with poofy hands. I'm going to need to melt more chocolate. I'm going to need to melt more. I'm sure there is a much better way to do this. I'll let you figure it out on your own if you make this, how to dip chocolates correctly. Don't follow me for guidance because clearly it's not my greatest skill. And I'm officially out of chocolate. Can't even coat this one. Oh, come on now. You can do it. There's enough here. Okay, that one's just not going to happen. All right, we need more chocolate. A spatula. Well, that's what I was using before. What is that? A barrel for my chocolate all through my hair if I'm not careful. I need to melt more chocolate, and we need to do some of the orange jellies. I tried them unfrozen and they were good. Now they're frozen solid right now, which I would not enjoy eating, Meredith. So I don't like frozen stuff like this, hard on my teeth, and I just never like it. So I'm gonna have to wait for them to thaw a little. Let's see, are these might be thawed. No, it's not. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes to kind of thaw a little, and I'm gonna warm up some more chocolate and we'll do the orange ones. I have tons of this chocolate. Oh, man. Had tons. Started dropping it on the floor. I don't have any. I have always struggled with this, with dipping chocolates. I always struggle. I begin to rely on their content and make it part of my day, so I enjoy vlogs like a batch cooking or grocery hauls. I enjoy your cooking lives. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Erica. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, it becomes part of my day. We have a couple YouTubers that we always watch. Like, there's a guy that does concrete, and he's interesting. I can't even think of the name of him now, but we watch him every day. He's got a new video, and we go on and watch. I don't know how he has time to create content, edit content, get it up on the website. Like, that's the struggle for me. I would love to do more pre-recorded stuff. I just don't, I'm terrible with managing my time with that stuff. I just lost a fingernail. That wouldn't be very good in a chocolate now, would it? Oh, this one's extra crunchy. Let's try one of these. This one's got a handle built into the side here. Oh, they're still frozen. Ah. Oh, that has a good flavor. Oh, man. Okay. I am covered. I am covered. No, I didn't put coconut oil in there. Oh, my land. I can hear people screaming at the camera or at the video. Do this, do it different. Meanwhile, I'm just spreading chocolate all over my kitchen. But I have a few. I have a few little chocolates. They're looking good. They may be a little messy, but who really cares? Somebody that actually loves chocolate doesn't care if they're ugly. Or if there's hair. You guys, my hair is falling out like crazy, like in clumps. I need to pull it back, but I'm afraid to because it is just going to pull out more. Oh my gosh. I got chocolate up my nose. How'd that happen? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so the orange jellies are not frozen. So we're going to try to dip some of those and see if it works better than the frozen ones or if they melt, you know, if they completely melt. We're going to try it, see what happens. Oh, I was going to say, what the heck? So these orange ones were good. I wonder how they would taste if I just mixed them up in some powdered sweetener. I had a little bit of overflow. I wonder, I'm gonna put some of these in powdered sweetener and see what they taste like. But I'm gonna cut them in half to make little squares instead of these big. they're perfectly firm. They're nice and sturdy. Let's get a little chocolate over here on this cabinet, because this is the one cabinet that doesn't have any chocolate on it right now. I'm going to cut these in half. Oh, they have a very satisfying texture to cut in half. They're very satisfying. I don't know why, but it's very satisfying. They're more like Jell-O jigglers than they are jellies. But maybe dipped in chocolate, they'll be good, but they taste like Jell-O jigglers. I don't love Jell-O jigglers, can you tell? Did you know my mother was scared of Jell-O when she was a baby? I like to tell people that because it's hilarious. All right. Now these ones will be able to poke a stick in to dip, but I don't know if they're going to melt the minute I try to dip them. We'll do one and see what happens, and if it melts, I'll wait for my chocolate to cool off a touch. Well, they're certainly easier to dip that way. Okay, I need to put that on the bottom so that the top stays pretty. How do you keep it from pouring down the sides and pooling at the bottom? I guess you have to let it. These are very easy to dip at this texture. So freezing, maybe. Now these, the texture of these is slightly different than the berry ones, because the berry ones have the seeds and stuff. I left the seeds in them. So these ones are slightly, these are more gelatinous. These are more Jell-O jiggler texture with the cherry, with the orange hydrates. I think they're going to taste really good though with the chocolate. You leave one sitting in here too long, it's going to dissolve and disappear, and then, you know. Oh, these are certainly a lot easier to dip. Oh, look, they are shrinking. Okay, don't put 4 in at a time because they shrink. They start to melt into your chocolate. The chocolates are getting smaller and smaller. I just don't have the patience to stand here and drip it that long. Yes, that's a good idea. Cooling rack, but then I gotta scrub it. It's so much. I was gonna say it's so messy, but look at these. Let's get a cooling rack. Why does everything I do turn into an event? A messy event. Okay, let's try this. Yes, dishwasher, I know. Dishwasher will work. I put this one in my dishwasher and it rusted terribly. But it was my fault. I left it there too long, I think. Okay, Meredith wins. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Meredith wins. Okay, they're perfection. Look at them, they're perfect. Meredith! Okay, it's worth the extra cleaning. Look at them, can you see them? They're perfect. Oh, they're like little gems. Meredith. I need to do some more of the raspberry ones this way. Or the mixed berry, not raspberry. I had some white chocolate. Oh, I do. I have some white chocolate to drizzle over the top of these. How pretty would that be? All right, let's get some of these frozen ones. Do them this way. I'm running out of space. These ones are especially pretty because they're gem shaped. Aren't they pretty? Look, these are coming out perfect. All right, these ones are for the company. Got little round gem ones. These ones are much harder to coat frozen than the refrigerated ones, which is interesting. I really expected these to require freezing, but actually the minute the chocolate hits it, it starts to harden. And then when you move the chocolate around, the coating tries to come off. That shrunk a lot in there. So I think having them just refrigerated is better than frozen. And now we know. This is how we learn things together. See, it starts to peel off because it froze to the side of the chocolate. So yeah, not frozen is definitely better. Lesson learned, KJ. It's hard to believe that I would have been wrong about something, though. That doesn't happen very often. Look, see? The coating freezes and then peels right off the top. So it's really hard to coat these frozen ones. But because they have the seeds in them, I don't know that they're going to firm up to the same level of firmness that the orange do. Shannon, I'm making jellies, chocolate jellies. So I've got orange, the square ones are orange, and the round and gem-shaped ones are mixed berry. This takes a lot of chocolate. I've gone through 8 bars of chocolate. And I've got maybe 25 left. I'm never going to be able to dip them all. I'm gonna let that harden for a minute, and then we're gonna taste it. These ones are pretty good though. They're fine, but they look good. They're a little more gelatinous than a jelly from a box of chocolates, but not a lot. They're pretty good. Do I have any chocolate left? All right, this is bar number 9 and 10. It's a lot of chocolate. I have like 100 bars of this. People have sent me over the years. Plus I buy some. Every time I go to Aldi, I buy a couple, throw them in my cabinet because I really do like it. Let me get some more. Hold, please. Let's spread some chocolate onto this cabinet next. My gosh, I'm down to 4 of these, and actually these two aren't even full. Yeah, I'll get more, but there's really not a lot in there. I'll get more if I scrape it, but there's not a ton. I might get enough for 1 or 2 chocolates. It's taking quite a bit to coat them. Hey, honey. Good morning. Okay. I think your pajama bottoms are on backwards. All right. One more batch of chocolate. Turkish delights. Oh shoot! I was gonna mix some of them in a powdered sweetener, wasn't I? Oh please, let's see. We've got some powdered swerve right here. Yep, confectioner swerve. Let's put some of these in confectioners and see what they taste like. Just a little. We'll just do a little. Let's just do a couple. Oh, they kind of look like Turkish delight that way. Look, they look kind of pretty. We'll give them a taste in a minute. What's that, babe? Dog's getting some loving this morning. Now, I wonder if when those thaw out, if that's going to change the texture of my sweetener. Whoop. They're really pretty this way. Those are really pretty, aren't they? I don't know how they'll taste, but they look really pretty. I hope it stays coated and doesn't all melt like that one did. What, babe? Yes, we can. Let me finish my video and we'll come up with an Christmas art lesson. Watch out. Don't be licking chocolate off my floor. It's fine. Absolutely killing 11th grade. Can I just tell you that? Yeah, that's a good. Let's taste one. Mhm. That tastes good. That's really good. I don't know, like a sweet gummy. Well, I've never had Turkish delight, so I'm going to say no. That it doesn't smell like or taste like Turkish delight because I have no idea. It's chewy. Has anybody here had Turkish delight? What does it taste like? I've seen it and I've always been mesmerized by it in Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, but I've never actually had one. Oh man, I just rubbed chocolate all up my sleeve. Yeah, they're like, I don't know, but they always intrigue me. No, man. So nobody here has had Turkish delight. I'm taking it because nobody's responding. So my guess is no one here has had Turkish delight. All right. I feel like the orange ones are going to be my favorite. So I want to make sure I get all of those dipped because I think they are going to be my favorite. These start to melt quickly when you put them in the warm chocolate. Anybody else have like 787 Amazon packages arriving the last few days before Christmas? Is it just me? I looked at my mail delivery today. I have like 9 packages coming. He says, I am not read them. Correct. You are not to retrieve them. Oh, you need to add, yeah, you don't have to add coconut oil, but it crisps up better. I like how it rehardens better with coconut oil than without. So you don't have to. I just prefer it that way. Whenever I coat something in chocolate, I prefer to put some coconut oil in it just because I don't know, they melt easier in your hand, but they just, I don't know, they make a nice smooth coating that way. But you don't have to. If I had paraffin, I would put some of that in here, but I don't have any. I haven't had paraffin in my house forever. It's wax that you put in candy. No, I just haven't had it. It's not okay, but it's not banned like xylitol. It's just I don't know. Go look. 10 a.m. She acts like it's 4 in the morning. All right, last couple here, and then we'll give them a taste. All right, taste one of these that's been done. They need to go in the fridge to firm up. They're good. Mm-hmm. 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 Those are strong orange flavor. Okay, this melts. Don't like the way it looks. Maybe once they thaw, but even no, even these ones are thawed. See how it melts? I don't think coating in that is a good idea. Maybe super sweet, maybe something granulated. That's not something I would do again. But these, oh, we need to try a raspberry one. I'm gonna have 8 before the morning's done here. Let's try a raspberry. Mhm. That's good. Hmm. They're frozen in the middle still. Oh, Pam, that sounds delicious. That would be so simple. I would make. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't you say it yesterday, Pam? That would be delicious. I what? Okay, tell him I'm live and I'll be just a second. I think if you took, hey Amber, if you made espresso or really strong coffee, put your 5 tablespoons of gelatin in a bowl with a cup of cold water, let it firm up, and then poured your hot coffee on it and stirred it around and put it in your molds. It would be perfect. So, all right, my friends, that's it. Like my teeth, they're all covered in dark chocolate. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll take some pictures of the pretty ones when they firm up. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. And I'll see you all